guys, good morning. Today we are going to continue in our diesel class with the bearings. There are different type of plain bearings in a diesel engine. The plain bearing for the crampings,
major,
the plain bearing for the main journals, the plain bearing for the camshaft, the plain bearings for the small end of connecting rods. In my opinion, one of the difficult parts in this section is order the proper bearings and verify if the bearings that you receive are good, if the tolerance of those new bearings is good according with the situation that I have in my engine right now. I am going to explain today specifically how to check that tolerance in between the cramping bearings and the cramping journal, and also the bearings of the main journals. How to check that tolerance. And to do that, the only way to do that is with the service manual. If you have the service manual, you have the tolerance for standard for plus 0.1, plus 0.2, plus 0.4, plus 0.6, and you have the tolerance, the diameter of the cramping, the diameter of the bore when the bearing is installed, and the difference, maximum and minimum, maximum and minimum, maximum and minimum for both of them, for a standard, plus 10, plus 20, plus 40. You see? You have, this is in the service manual. Okay, this engine is a standard. Okay, let me check this diameter of the cramping. Okay, it should be that one. Okay, perfect. And now I am going to check this diameter with the bearing installed. Okay, I am going to use this tool. I am going to introduce the tool. And now I am going to take the measurement with the caliper, and I check the difference between this distance and this distance. And I verify. If the play is excessive, probably you need other bearings. This one oversized. The best technique to verify if the play that I have in between the metal of the cramping and the metal of the bearing is according with the service manual is the plastic gauge. The plastic gauge is basically a filament of a plastic in different thickness. You have a plastic, is this one? There are 4 colors: blue, red, green, and yellow. And you see the plastic? Is that piece of plastic? Red color. It's like a,
yeah,
it's nothing, no? Okay, this plastic is good for tolerance in between 0.051 to 0.125 millimeters, or in the other side you have the same measurements in inches. Metric and standard. This one is in between 0.025 to 0.076 millimeters, or 0.001 to 0.003 inches. Okay, let me check what is the tolerance here. Is in between 0.001 and 0.02. Okay, I am going to use that one, the green, because it's in the range of my engine. No? Okay, and what is the process? It's simple, it's not complicated. Basically, I am going to verify the tolerance of those bearings with the cramping. And also I am going to do on the main journals. We are going to do that process in your engine. And this is the manual for your engine. Okay, I am going to insert the piston. Okay, guys. What is the situation? I am going to use one piece of plastic gauge. Normally I cut it, one portion of plastic gauge here, and here in the plastic gauge there are different type of measurements. If the deformation of the plastic, when I torque the end of the connecting rod at the proper torque recommended by the manufacturer, if the deformation is like this, the tolerance is 0.025. If the deformation is the next Y rectangle, the deformation is 0.083. If the deformation is this, if the deformation is the last one, is this. And our engine, the deformation should be in the Y in the second rectangle to be accepted. Okay, we are going to verify if is according with the manufacturer recommendation. If not, I need order new bearings or replace the bearings. Good? Okay. And I put in the center, the plastic should be, before you put a piece of plastic gauge, it's good idea with a sandpaper 1000, 1200 fine sandpaper, clean the cramping, no? Clean the cramping until the cramping be completely polished. And after that, you locate the plastic gauge. Next, we are going to put in back the piston. If you don't have reference mark, you punch and you mark. You need to be organized, my friend. I am going to approximate only with my hand. I approximate with the regular wrench, and after that, with the torque wrench, according with the service manual torque specification. Yeah, that's it. I don't need more. And now I remove again I break the torque. I am ready with a piece of paper to verify what is the deformation in my rod. Okay. Okay, guys, look at the deformation. You see the deformation? See. You see, guys? Okay, I say to you that my deformation should be in this rectangle, in the white one. Oh, it's perfect. You see? Everybody follow me, guys?
Oh, okay.
That's perfect. Look, the green one is bigger, the other one is smaller. It's exactly the specification recommended by the manufacturer. What is the meaning of that? I can reuse, or I can use those bearings that I receive. You can verify also here on the other rod. Thank you. Right? Yeah. And I can do the same with the main journals, the same process with the plastic gauge. No, don't forget, no oil on the pin, no rotation of the crankshaft, because if you rotate, you damage that. After that, you need clean with a razor blade or sandpaper, oil, and putting back the rods. What happened, my friends, if the deformation of the plastic gauge is nothing, is less than the tolerance recommended? What happened with those bearings?
They're worn out.
Too much play.
Too much play.
What happened if the deformation is too much?
It's too thick.
Too thick. You need one measurement before. Or send the crankshaft to the machine shop with those bearings, and the guys in the machine shop solve the problem. But be careful. Verify the tolerance before you assemble the engine. A lot of people make that mistake. And what is the symptom normally after the engine is assembly? Knocking or
vibration
and low oil pressure. Low oil pressure. Low oil pressure. Oh, my oil pressure is too low. It's 20, 25, and the engine run 20 minutes and shut down for low oil pressure. It's typical. Hey, my friend, you verify the tolerance on the bearings. No, the bearings are new ones. Yes, I know that they are new ones. You check the tolerance? No, because my friend, they are new ones, but you need to verify the tolerance. Look at this. With those type of bearings, this bearing is radial and axial. In this one with the feeler gauge, you need to verify that tolerance. If that tolerance is out of the range, you need to replace the bearing for other one with a thicker area. And remember that there are engines that one of the bearings in the main journals have this surface, normally in both sides, like this, in both sides. Other, they have regular bearings, radial bearings, with a couple of half moons in the middle. Your engine, I think, have a half moons. That's it. You need to be familiarized with the service manual. This is why, guys, I recommend, you are young guys, if you have the chance to work in a company for a couple of years, it's good. You have a lot of experience, and after that you can start to work by yourself.